Last night I dropped really shocking news, for me anyway, particularly when I first read it, that Paramount, Skydance have prepared a deal for Secret Hideout. That there is this contract agreement that's been prepared. And really, we were hoping, lots of us fans were hoping, that Secret Hideout would never get such a deal. But I think there's a really big point that a lot of you guys missed, and maybe that's my fault. I didn't really explain it well enough. That does say that, look, it's still not definite Secret Hideout are getting this deal. In fact, I would say nothing has really changed. Welcome to the Tach Impulse podcast.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.
So the point that I think a few people missed, and that maybe I said I didn't explain well enough, is that this contract agreement, or pre-contract agreement, whatever you want to call it, has not been shared with Secret Hideout. It has not been negotiated with Secret Hideout. As far as I'm aware, Secret Hideout have no clue this thing exists. That's really, really important, because it basically means that Paramount, Skydance are not ready to pull the trigger. They're not ready to actually move forwards with a new deal. But like I've been telling you guys for months, they want a quick deal. They want this deal to be done before Christmas. So really, it's prudent that they've prepared this agreement. This is basically a written down contract. This is what we will accept. This is what we are willing to offer you. But the other important part is that they have scheduled these pitch meetings so that Secret Hideout can come in over at Paramount and they can pitch their ideas for the future. I think what's going on here is nothing worse than Paramount, Skydance preparing, getting ready, but not sharing it with Secret Hideout because they actually haven't decided whether they want to move forwards with Secret Hideout or not. I also think there is an element of Paramount playing hardball, that once they've had the pitches, and if they think, we're still not 100% certain, let's just give them this offer that we can accept, and Secret Hideout are really going to be told to take it or leave it. And that will only be, I imagine, and this is just my opinion now, but I think that will only happen if the pitches go quite well. I still think, as it stands right now, Paramount, the new Skydance bosses, don't really want to move forwards with Secret Hideout. But again, as I've told you guys loads of times, they've got loads of other things they need to deal with first. So they almost want Secret Hideout to convince them, because then it's one less problem. But they also know it's a big, important franchise. So they may have to make this difficult decision. A decision, as I say, they don't really want to make. They want Secret Hideout to accept a new deal that is more cost effective and really to move on to more important things. So on the comments I got, it sounds like a lot of people were panicking, and I was just like, calm down. This doesn't actually mean Secret Hideout are going to get a new deal. This doesn't actually mean Secret Hideout won't get a new deal. If they do get a new deal, it will be far more in favour of Paramount and far less favourable for Secret Hideout, from what I'm being told. But this doesn't actually mean anything in particular has changed. Now, I've slept on the video, I've slept on the information, I've read a load of your comments so I can sort of try to reassure a lot of you, but also explain to a lot of you that no, I'm not clickbaiting. No, this isn't a massive change in the story that I've been telling you for months. The deal that apparently has been prepared basically covers all the things I've been talking about for ages, about wrestling that power back, etc., etc. That, yeah, they are allowing pitches to come in. And that, yes, Skydance, Paramount have gone into seriously looking at what would happen if they didn't renew the deal. They don't necessarily know what comes after, but they have done all the research and all the preparatory work. I'm not sure that's a word. I'm not pronouncing it right. They've prepared in case they don't give them a new deal. Is this them flip-flopping? Is this them, unable to make a decision? I think this is business. if I'm honest. I don't like it. I would have loved them just to come in and go, Kurtzman, get ready, you're out. I actually think Secret Hideout have been told to prepare for the fact they may not get a new deal, and that's why we're only getting six episodes in the final season of Strange New Worlds, because they realised that's all they actually had time to do. I was actually basically telling you guys that already before we found out about that they were being told just prepare for the fact that that might happen, and then, you know, we're in 2 and 2 plus 4 a little bit, but that 6 episode thing at the end, that's the only thing that makes sense to me and why they would do that. And it does sort of, it is explained by what we were being told by our insiders before that. So I'd also like just to remind you guys, I don't very often say a rumour is not a rumour. I will tell you when something is a rumour. I will tell you when something is not, something basically I can't confirm. In this case, I'm telling you, it's not a rumour. This is the way it is right now. This is where we stand. It does feel, as I say, like Skydance are leaning towards not giving Secret Hideout a new deal. But there is no final decision. And they seem to be preparing for both eventualities. That yes, a deal is there, prepared at Paramount. It's not given to Secret Hideout. The reason why they've done that is because they want the negotiations to be done quickly. They want this either way to be done and decided by Christmas. Currently, the ball is kind of in Secret Hideout's court, because if they turn up and pitch 3 or 4 brilliant shows, or I imagine even just one brilliant show that Skydance and Paramount go, you know what, actually that's a pretty good idea, I think they will probably, Secret Hideout will probably get this offer. They may say no to it, but that would really be, you know, cutting their own nose off to spite their face. Is that right? Cut their nose off to spite their face. That's right. I, in a way, hope that the pitches turn up a load of rubbish and Skydance just sort of go, nah, you're right. But they may come up with some sort of compromise, and that's what this feels like. It's this deal, actually, I feel, is a compromise. I don't love it, but I will just reiterate, not everything that Secret Hideout has done with Star Trek has been bad. Paramount Picard Season 3 was brilliant. The last 2 episodes of Strange New Worlds has been really good. I feel that actually Secret Hideout has done a much better job with Star Trek over the last couple of years or so. Except for Section 31, which was them back to their best. But on the whole, we're seeing a lot better Star Trek. So I'm still torn, because I still remember Section 31, and I still remember the first season of Discovery and the first 2 seasons of Picard. But at the end of the day, I love Star Trek, and I just want good Star Trek. If that's under Secret Hideout, if Paramount basically take a little bit more control and prevent some of the just ridiculous lows, and we start getting better Star Trek, I'll take it. I don't really care who makes it, as long as what they make is good. But guys, get into the comments and tell me what you think. Did I explain this very well? Because I think I did, but maybe I didn't push through the 2+2 bit, and I didn't really explain the importance of the fact that they haven't seen this contract. I've been accused of making stuff up a couple of times because of this video, and that, oh, you say one thing and then you say the exact opposite, and I'm sat there thinking, no, I'm saying the same thing. You're not listening. Get into the comments and tell me what you think. I think you guys that watch me regularly and actually listen to what I'm saying may understand where I'm coming from there. Also, what do you think about this Paramount just really being prepared? For me, that's just sensible. But get into the comments and tell me what you think. As always, if you are new to the channel, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification. It really helps us out and you'll never miss any of our new videos. Also, you can become a member of the channel if you want to, and you get to see a lot of these videos a few hours before everybody else. Go check that out. As always, please stay safe, and I'll see you next time.
Our tachyon pulse has been unable to completely penetrate the anomaly.